Howdy do everyone, it's Nick here, and we're looking at Gran Turismo 2 on the PlayStation 1, developed by Polyphony Digital and published by Sony in 1999. Now apologies for my voice, I've got a bit of a sore throat, but this happens if you're going to review games forever and ever and ever and ever. But show must go on. Now we're looking at the arcade version, because the game comes with 2 discs. In simulation I'd have to do all the driver's licenses to unlock everything, which involves driving in a straight line and braking, and that would be just too boring as a video. So we're on the arcade mode to show you some of the cars. Now in this game you compete against AI drivers on different racetracks and events. There's almost 650 cars in the game, 27 racetracks to unlock, including rally tracks, and 36 different manufacturers, so it's a huge game. The simulation, you have to earn those driving licenses, as I told you, pay for vehicles and pay for the upgrades such as turbos, brakes, engine train, and lots of things. There's 60 license tests to unlock everything, so you'll be playing this game quite a lot, but notably, in Gran Turismo 2 they couldn't get the license for Ferrari or Porsche. You won't see any of those cars in it. So how does this game play? Well, we're soon going to find out. It plays pretty similar to Gran Turismo 1, to be honest with you. So come out in 1999, back end of the last century. Now you might see I've been selecting various cars here, see what tracks we can do. But the main game, if I'm going to do a video of that, it probably lasts about 100 hours because you have to donate your life to this game. But the arcade mode on the second disc there gives you a pretty good flavour of it. So we'll do a few tracks, pick a few cars, see how it plays. They say the braking system was a little bit better than over the first game. Well, you know, let's see how this one's aged. It does look a bit pixelated now. On the PlayStation, various other games, systems, there's loads and loads of racers, but I remember when I first got this, I seem to think the light reflection off the paintwork was good. No cockpit view on this, which is a shame, but as I say, it is in 1999. Plays very similar to the first one. When it was released, come to a lot critical acclaim, 9s out of 10s, 10s out of 10s, that sort of fare. But the cars handle a little bit differently for each one. Different views, got chase view, 2 chase views, and the front bumper view, which I tend to prefer. It's all about learning the handling. Now, this Gran Turismo 2, oh dear, its main advantage, damage doesn't seem to be happening. The main advantage is over the first one, it did have rally tracks which were good at the time, although I still prefer Colin McRae 2 and Colin McRae 1 to the rallying. I never really got on that well with the Gran Turismo series. I did have the third one, which I tended to play the most, but never unlocked everything. In the third one you got 24 hours Le Mans rally, and it's on the third one where the graphics stepped up a little bit, so I think that was on the PlayStation 2 perhaps. So let's just try and win this. This is Tahiti something or other, this track. But yep, a lot of people would have lost their lives to this game. If you had a steering wheel you would have got even more involved with it, but been severely overtaken by all modern day games now, Project Cars, Drive Club, but they were to come much later, and if you look at the evolution of driving games you'll have to consider Gran Turismo 2. But a really successful series. I was more into Ridge Racer, I have to be honest with you. I have reviewed Ridge Racer Type 4, if you want to check that one out please do so. The braking system is slightly better over this sequel than the first one, seems to be more forgiving. You can select to drift or a racing setup. But some of the cars look a bit better than others. They spent a lot of time on some of them and hardly any on others. In the simulation game, it starts off pretty frustrating. It's quite a long trip there to get money before you can start unlocking stuff. So you do the beginner's class, intermediate class, and either expert or advanced class, I believe. But as soon as you're in there, you can compete against friends. Save your game progress, save your garage. You can go around a friend's house back in the day and upload your cars, even swap cars and trade cars. Not a bad little thing. The AR isn't brilliant, I'd have to say, but it is working on the original PlayStation 1, so with what it had to play with, it's doing a fantastic job. Graphically it's okay, although it's aged not very well, but it's quite fast, quite gentle. I think it has recreates some real known tracks, and then some made up tracks, and I've come second in my Lancer Evolution. 0.101 of a second, that's not bad considering I haven't played this for almost 20 years. After the end of each race you can have a replay if you want to see that from different angles. Do you want to see it? Probably not. We'll show you the start. Guess which one's me? It's that big blue car weaving through. Here I go. Yeah, so these are the just general normal unset up sports cars. I seem to remember the GTO was a good car to get in this game. Once you got Turbo 3 upgraded, the horsepower was up to about 900 or so. There's some night racing through the streets of Tokyo, I believe. But 27 tracks, that's quite enough. That's quite enough to unlock, isn't it there? So they did really well to get this amount of stuff on one disc. I think we'll do another road race. A time trial involves you trying to beat various times under certain checkpoints. I think you might get a ghost car. Class A, Class B and Class C. No, it's not drugs, it's cars. Let's go for the high performance cars. Or shall we go for a city? Yeah, we'll go for them. Normally you have to buy and trade these cars. In the real game you go to different garages throughout the world. Upgrade, resell your car. You get four-wheel drive, I seem to find the most easy to control. You get front-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. 190 HP, that's not too good. Can't upgrade the cars, but in arcade mode, I like the look of that Spider. You can wash the cars if they're getting a bit dirty, change the paintwork. It's very upgradable, this game, so if you were a car freak back in the day, this was essential. Midfield Raceway. Now for each evolution of Gran Turismo going through the series, they do use the same tracks, sometimes add new ones, so graphically it gets better and better. So it is well worth upgrading in the series when each one come out. Not like FIFA, where it always looks like the same game, does it not? A little bit pixelated nowadays, we'd have to say. Right, 2 laps in this race to get to the front and win. Let's do a bit better. But I seem to recognise this track from Gran Turismo 3 days, or A-Spec, whatever it is called. Sky looks nice. Nice bit of cloud there to my left. I think it's a stretchy cloud. That's a technical word. Try and hit the apex. The cars do slide around quite a lot in this. In the arcade mode at least. You can tweak your tyres in simulation mode. Which, you know, if you go onto the rally tracks with the wrong tyres, that's hopeless. That's like driving on soap. But yeah, cars slide around a lot. I mean, I prefer a stable car that doesn't move around a lot. That's tight on the nose, it turns in quite well. This, you really have to judge your speeds. If you go off the racing line, you're going to lose lots and lots of time. So it does lend itself to the people that become best at this, but generally the people that end up being good racers anyway. Like, I should have gone wide there and I'm way too narrow, losing a lot of speed. A bit like a 50p piece, some of these corners, but this is PlayStation 1. PlayStation 2 was a big leap forward. PlayStation 3 was another big leap forward. PlayStation 4, a little leap forward. It leads me to think that each step, as I spin around like a wally, it leads me to think that each step now is going to be gradually smaller. But the big thing that's going to develop over the next few years is VR, which is virtual reality, where you're in a big headset or glasses. Now, at the moment with virtual reality, the headsets are quite big, and I think we're in a sort of era similar to when the first mobile phones come out, and they were absolutely huge, and now they're really, really tiny to slide in your pocket. I think that's how VR is going to be, until it looks like you're just wearing glasses, like those 3D glasses at the cinema. Total immersion, that's what it's all about. 147.688, and I'm in the lead. Let's try and win this thing. Let's take a wide turn round here. Yeah, car sliding. The grip is not there. But we've maintained that. Oh no, I was going to say we maintained the lead, but 2 cars come past. So this was the most realistic game back in 1990 in terms of race simulation. I don't know what other ones were against it. I'm trying to think about it. I think that's all arcades. I think that's why I prefer Ridge Racer. The Ridge Racer series is absolutely brilliant. The game says that this has got realistic damage, but you can smash it all around the place and damage doesn't seem to happen too often, if at all. I think that was a bit of a con. But the Gran Turismo series was much more successful than Polyphony Digital and Sony expected it to be. But what a wide range of choice. Almost 650 cars. So, for the sake of sounding like Pokemon, you've got to collect them all. Pity the Ferrari weren't in there though. I think Ferrari did make an appearance in later Gran Turismo games. I think as the game got so big, manufacturers then think, you know, our car really needs to be in this game. A bit like Lego, where every film that comes out seems to be want a Lego representation. So you even got Simpsons in Lego now, and I saw a Kickstarter to get, or some sort of idea or voting system to get the show Red Dwarf in Lego. What's going on? Nothing can escape. Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, everything must be Lego. Star Wars, yeah, The Hobbit. And I've won. In my Plymouth PT Spider, I beat another Plymouth PT Spider. So completely won for petrol heads this game, as we go into an obligatory replay. So that's 2 tracks seen. I think we'll have a look at a rally track next, and then we'll call it an end for the review. But you're getting a general idea of how this plays. Normally between each game in simulation mode, we'll be going to garage, upgrading the car with our prize money, trying to unlock other bits, doing all the different licenses until we've completed the whole thing. It tells you what percentage of the game you've completed, so you've been playing it solidly for 8 weeks and it says 13% completed. You know that your life's going nowhere for the time being, because it must be completed. And my voice is holding out again. Load guest garage, no friends are here. Really, I need a friend to do all the work. I load their garage, steal all their cars, so I save myself about 6 months of work, and they've got no cars. That's what friendship is all about. Rally. Right, well, we can only pick a rally car. Right, what's a good rally car? We need 4-wheel drive. You see the max speed, the handling and the acceleration there. I don't know how this works, whether reverse... Oh, Subaru, they're good, aren't they? There's the Ford Focus rally car. Peugeot 206 rally car. Yeah, horsepower is pretty irrelevant here. Just needs to... I think the handling's probably the best. The Toyota Celica. I don't like the look of that Nissan. What do you think I should pick? I like the look of that. Citroen Saxo. Let's go for the Subaru Impreza rally car. Racing. I don't know if drift would be better for this, but anyway, drifting in a rally car seems tricky. So the Tahiti Dirt Route 3. Oh, that's the only one we can pick. Let's pick that then. Prepare for rally. We'll do a few laps here, then call it a day, I think. Who has completed Gran Turismo 2? That's a question for you. If you have, comment below. Or what percentage have you completed? Have you? Did you buy it and only completed 4% and then ended it there? Yes. Now, handling is a bit of an art form in rallying. Well, it is on all of them really, but more so on rallying. You can save and lose time. As I say, when it comes to rallying, I prefer the Colin McRae series, but this isn't too dissimilar, I'd imagine. Right. Brake, who's around here? That's a good start, good start. Tahiti. I don't know where Tahiti is. Is it in the Caribbean? Let me know that as well. Whoa! That's a bit too narrow, but anyway, we got away with it. I think Kimi Räikkönen would have done that a bit better, or his car would have blown up. Okay. He's done it. It's about learning the lap though. You can see, you probably noticed already, there is a map down the left, but it's incredibly small. I can't glance down at that and do the track at the same time. Not sure that view's helped. No, it hasn't. It's made it worse. You've got to be careful through the bumps. Now that map on the bottom left, that could have been a bit bigger really. Pity there's not an option to make that bigger. This is the point where someone tells me there is. Hit that button. If so, let me know. It's very brown wind Tahiti. I think most of it was on a dirt track, and then we go over to asphalt. Whoa, car just would not brake there because I didn't brake. Checkpoint 3. I don't think we're racing against anyone here. I think it might just save my best lap and give me a ghost car. We'll soon find out. And I do like ghost cars because you can go around for hours gradually getting decent at the game. If you cut a corner and get away with it, then that's the line you're always going to take. Whereas if you're just driving around on your own, you can't remember the line you took last time, you're just guessing it. Unless you're a super duper expert, which you might be, so let's not take that away from you. Right, back on the asphalt. So this is the start-finish straight. Are we going to get a ghost car to try and beat? Because that lap wasn't brilliant. Through, right. There is a car behind me. I think that's the ghost car. We've left him for dead because he had a standing start, really. Keep an eye on the rear view mirror on the top, which is quite a good feature. Can't see him. So we're going quicker than before, but it's all about lap 3. So we're 2.6 seconds quicker than my first lap. which was a standing start. What car did you used to use in Gran Turismo 2? As I say, I think it was a Toyota GTO, I think. See, I'm probably getting two cars mixed up there. It seemed to get that quite high, and it seemed to handle very well on most tracks. Not rallying, of course, but could go very, very fast. I either lost the race by miles or won by miles lapping people. But it's a bit of a grind, earning your money, getting to where you want to do. I seem to remember competing most of the time in the beginners tournaments to build up a bit of money to buy stuff. You could spend absolutely thousands upgrading your car, and then if you sold it too early, then you didn't get a very good price for it. But most races you had to have a certain car to qualify for it, like the Volkswagen Cup, you can only be in a Volkswagen and a Mini and so forth. I might be getting my Gran Turismos mixed up here, but that was the general idea. It was like four-wheel championship, front wheel, rear wheel, but you needed a car, so you needed to utilise most of the cars in the game. Get a favourite one. Later Gran Turismos, there was an option to employ a second driver, so they could go out earning money as well as you. That was an interesting thing. So I was always looking at developments, really. I think there's a Formula 1 car you can unlock in one of them, called the Polyphony F1 car. Need more detail on that. Crowd look a bit flat, they're not moving around, but what can you expect, really? Gran Turismo 2, Sony, 1999. Right, there's the shadow there. That's my last lap. Oh, it's going to go inside me. Let's see if I can beat me. That ghost car does look a bit square. Doesn't look very solid either. I guess that's why I call it a ghost car. Well, that was much better than last time. 4 attempts quicker. Yeah. I couldn't have picked a more rubbish opponent. It's me. I don't know how they program these ghost cars. A lot of games have them now, don't they? I think this is one of the earlier ones. Right in my rear view. It's going to be a close one. I don't know how many laps we're going to do here. It might be unlimited, this. I might have to end it early, but let's just do a few. This is getting a bit like one of the practice sessions in the Formula 1 blundering series. If you haven't seen that, there's some cool races and there's some bad races. Check that out. F1 2010 blundering. It's on the channel. It's epic, sort of. You can see the style of my driving, average, and I'm miles behind the ghost car. I want to beat him at least once before we end it here. Oh, yeah, I'm really good. Oh, that's where I span it before and span it again. I'm consistent here. Yeah, if I ease off the accelerator, I could probably beat that ghost car. Right, this lap, I've got no chance of beating the ghost car this time, unless I do some other boo-boos I didn't know about. Yeah, not now. He's gone. Dear me. He's ahead there, talking more gibberish. Gibberish from the last lap. Whoops. Oh, I gained a bit there. I think we're coming to the end of the lap now, aren't we? Onto the asphalt bit. It does look very... There we go. I closed it a bit on that last section. Yeah, so I can make a lot in Sector 3. Right, here we go again. That's it, take an inside line. I can save a lot of time there. Oops, is he going to come past? Yes, just. But as long as I can get close to myself on the... Oh, brilliant, much quicker there. Best I've ever taken it. As long as I can be in the lead or slightly behind in the Sector 3, I think I can do this thing. It's just a blue dot in the rear view display. Ooh. Oh no, Nicky, you mucked up there. As per usual. What do you think of Gran Turismo? Has it aged well? Is it still a good game? I don't think you'd go to it now, would you? Because these sort of games in particular is all about the graphics. A little bit about playability, but driving games, the graphics, they want to, if it's a simulation, you want to make it as real as you possibly can. Quite good fun this. On 2 player, I suppose it'd be even more fun if you shout at each other, which is generally the idea. Right, I think we'll do one more lap after this, then we'll say, hey presto, finito, goodbye. Oh, actually, I've just gone past myself, so this could be the last lap. Whoa! I think I prefer the rallying bit to the road bits here. But yeah, it's one of those games you could be playing it for hours without actually realising, I think. Lots of trophies to earn in this, lots of goals to achieve. So you do feel like you're getting somewhere at least. Don't think it has changing weather conditions like some of the other ones did. Hooray! Yeah, I've thrashed myself here. I've beaten my car. So this is what it's all about, really. Practice bits and getting quicker and quicker and quicker. It's all about getting quicker. There we go. There we go. And that's Gran Turismo 2 for you, or flavour at least. Simulation mode's a bit better, but as I say, got to unlock all the driving licence to actually show you that. Enter your name at the end, which is pretty pointless, but so I won't do that because I'm the only one here. Good. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that. That was Gran Turismo 2, developed by Polyphony Digital and published by Sony in 1999. Thanks for watching as always, and until next time, take care and goodbye.
Goodbye.